Welcome to Bike Legend. Today, we're taking a deep look at one of Harley-Davidson's most legendary power plants, the Shovelhead. For decades, this engine has represented raw American power, mechanical simplicity, and pure riding soul. From its introduction in the mid-1960s to its place in today's classic bike culture, the Shovelhead remains an icon that shaped Harley-Davidson's identity and inspired generations of riders and builders around the world. The birth of a legend. The story of the Shovelhead began in 1966, when Harley-Davidson replaced its aging panhead engine. The name Shovelhead came naturally. The new rocker covers had a distinctive shape resembling the back of a coal shovel. But beyond its name, the Shovelhead was designed for performance and reliability. Harley's engineers wanted to give riders more horsepower and better cooling without straying from the traditional V-twin layout that defined the brand. The Shovelhead debuted in the Electra Glide, and over the years, it became the beating heart of Harley's big twin models. Riders quickly noticed smoother power delivery and improved efficiency. It was a bridge between the vintage Harley feel of the 1950s and the emerging muscle bike era of the 1970s. Engineering and evolution. The original Shovelhead started as a 1,200 cubic centimeters V-twin engine, producing roughly 60 horsepower, which was impressive for its time. By 1978, Harley upgraded it to 1,340 cubic centimeters, giving riders more torque and better performance at highway speeds. The design used aluminum cylinder heads for better heat dissipation, and the lubrication system was refined to improve oil flow, addressing some of the issues seen in the panhead. What made the Shovelhead special wasn't just its specs, it was how it felt. The deep, thumping sound, the vibrations, and the way it pulled through every gear made the experience unmistakably Harley. This was an engine that didn't need to be perfect, it needed to be alive. And that's exactly how it felt to ride one. The Shovelhead powered several iconic Harley models, including the FLH Electra Glide, FX Super Glide, and FXE models, combining touring comfort with the raw power of a cruiser. It was also the engine that helped Harley-Davidson survive a turbulent period in the 1970s when competition from Japanese manufacturers was rising fast. The custom and chopper revolution. If there's one reason the Shovelhead became a cultural symbol, it's the custom motorcycle scene. During the late 1960s and 1970s, the Shovelhead became the foundation for countless choppers, bobbers, and custom builds. Independent builders loved its simplicity and the availability of parts. It was easy to strip down, modify, and rebuild into something unique. The Shovelhead engine found its way into the heart of the outlaw biker movement, representing freedom and rebellion. Movies like Easy Rider immortalized that spirit, the open road, the wind in your face, and a bike that roared with personality. For many, the Shovelhead wasn't just a motorcycle engine, it was a symbol of identity. Custom shops across America, from California to New York, began building radical choppers with extended front forks, raked frames, and wild paint jobs. Underneath all that chrome and color, one thing stayed consistent: the Shovelhead. Its sound alone could turn heads and announce a rider's arrival long before they came into view. Challenges and reliability. Of course, like any classic engine, the Shovelhead had its quirks. Early models were known for oil leaks, vibration issues, and maintenance demands. Riders often carried basic tools wherever they went because Harley ownership in the 70s meant being part mechanic, part adventurer. But that was part of the charm. The connection between rider and machine was personal. Harley continued refining the Shovelhead throughout its production run, adding stronger cases, better gaskets, and updated carburation. By the early 1980s, the engine had reached its best form, more reliable, smoother, and still unmistakably Harley. The end of an era. By 1984, Harley-Davidson decided to retire the Shovelhead and introduced the Evolution engine. The new design was cleaner, lighter, and required less maintenance, marking a new technological chapter for Harley. But the farewell of the Shovelhead marked the end of an era, the last of the old-school Harley engines that still carried the rugged spirit of post-war America. For many riders, the Shovelhead's retirement wasn't the end, but a beginning. It became the centerpiece of classic restorations and vintage rebuilds. Collectors began hunting for original models, especially 1970s FX and FLH bikes, which now fetch high prices at auctions and vintage shows. Legacy and influence. Today, the Shovelhead remains one of the most beloved engines in Harley-Davidson history. Its unique look, unmistakable sound, and mechanical simplicity continue to inspire builders and enthusiasts worldwide. You'll find Shovelhead-powered bikes at vintage rallies, custom shows, and local meets, still roaring like they did decades ago. Modern mechanics and custom builders often upgrade Shovelheads with modern components, electronic ignition, better carburetors, and performance exhausts, blending classic looks with reliable performance. Yet even with all the modern technology, the heart of the Shovelhead remains purely old school. It's not just about power, it's about presence. When a Shovelhead idles, the sound tells a story of freedom, craftsmanship, and rebellion. It reminds us of a time when motorcycles were built by hand, not machines, and when every ride felt like an adventure. Conclusion. The Harley-Davidson Shovelhead isn't just a piece of metal, it's a living chapter of motorcycle history. From its birth in 1966 to its legacy that still lives strong today, it stands as a symbol of what Harley represents: strength, individuality, and the open road spirit. At Bike Legend, we celebrate machines that define generations, and the Shovelhead is one of those timeless creations. Whether you own one, dream of building one, or simply love the sound of its exhaust echoing down the highway, one thing's for sure: the Harley-Davidson Shovelhead will always remain a true bike legend.